Hello. This light be brighter than a mother. But then, hold on, let me see. Hi. My name is Miladies. I'm your spirit shifter here guiding you on your journey towards self-awareness. Wow. Happy October. How are you? We going through it, right? I pray that if you are in a stable space, continue to do the work to be there. Who's with me tonight? Hey. Um, we're gonna talk about this Aries full moon that I am pretty sure everybody has already been feeling it and it has not entered there yet if you're watching this today. All right, hold on. I forgot to go on TikTok. Come in, come in. I'm not rushing. Although I do have to wake up really early tomorrow, but that's not here or there. All right, I got my notes. Hey, Tracy. Tracy, I'm proud of you. You make me so proud. Tracy is a vegan chef. Check her out. Wait, let me get her name. Tracy, write your name there so that people could follow you. No, because we be having pages. Hold on. Tracy does amazing pasteles that I didn't know how to cook, but they was great. Cooking con la jefa. Cooking con la jefa. That's there we go. Yes. She's an amazing vegan chef and I'm proud of her. She has come a long way. So I've watched a lot of people. Let me know if I can share your testimonies anonymously, right? Because I've been in the process with a lot of people in the past. I want to say 6 years, and they have been doing amazing things little by little, step by step, step by step. You lead me. That's a church song, and I will follow you all of my days. Oh no, this is why we're not doing tarot today. So first and foremost, let me tell you, I did an article for you. I got the dates down for you. I also gave rising signs for the month. I will be sharing some today where is this energy going to be in your house. So it's important for you to go get your natal chart. But we are not doing tarot tonight because the night spirits are a bit different, baby. So we just gonna be here doing some astrology, getting our logic on. Okay. I did do a 2-part 3-month reading. You can go and check that out as well for October, November, and December, because I did share that we are all going through a bunch of things, okay? And including myself. So, you know, I was able to get pulled out yesterday, so that's why I'm showing up today. I got smacked up, and I woke up. The energies is very intense out there. And that's with me not even knowing exactly what's happening to the collectives until people come and tell me what's happening. Yeah, I found out the other day. I expressed to you guys that there was going to be a lot, and this is me not being part of the social media news type of energy. I barely know a lot of what's going on, right? I do that on purpose because it's overwhelming. So I'll just wait till you guys tell me so I can be a bit nosy. And I know we are in difficult times right now, extreme difficult times, and I did share that with you guys. And it's going to get more intense. The Aries full moon is not really a full it's not a moon to play with. Heck, I can't even play with it. It's coming after us. Okay. Hey everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. I miss you guys. Okay, so let's start off with this. Like I shared earlier, I have an article for you. I have a 3-month reading for you. Don't forget that some planets are still in retrograde. I have a video also with that. So I did, prepare you guys. One of the things that is shifting, and this is to take note, The next upcoming full moons are going to be in the beginning of the month. Okay, take note of that. I find that to be interesting and also helpful so that we can release before we get into the new moon energy, giving us some weeks apart to set up, not to be so foggy, clearing out before we can set up. I think that's beautiful. So this is what's happening this month. And so when I call this a not me, why is it called a super moon? Because it's closer to Earth. And this is the first one out of the 3 super moons that we have coming up. So it's intense. I already seen it, right? But the moon, if you go and click, go and check where's the moon at now, is in Pisces. And tomorrow is going to be in Pisces too, if you're watching this with me right now. Nonetheless, it's already full. I mean, go look outside. It's beautiful, baby. It's beautiful, baby. All right, so this is happening on the 6th and the 7th. When I express that this is going to be an emotional one, specifically on the 6th and the 7th, we barely have any earth energy happening that day. We have a lot of um water and fire energy. So this is going to be very emotional. I'm gonna keep it 1005 if that is out there. I had to take out my contacts yesterday because I was crying. Like I was just like, letting it all out, right? Thank goodness for a support system. Um, is important, right? And yet we might be feeling kind of alone during this time. And that could be on purpose, right? And that could be because we may have not still learned a lot of the lessons that we think we may have learned. There's a lot of energy that's coming back. We have Chiron. Might I remind you guys that a lot of people don't talk about Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer that has been in Aries since 2018. And that's when I started uh, opening up and crying and stuff. I was not crying prior to 2018. No tears. For what? Nonetheless, when that happened, for many of us, we become a lot more emotional. We've just become more open, more vulnerable. So that's out there right now. Keeping in mind we're in Libra season, right? So it's definitely a me and we situation. There's a lot of fight in that because Libra again wants to come with diplomatic agreements, and Aries is more on that independent, I'm good, let's get it over with type of energy. Uh let's get into it. You was crying ugly on Thursday. Tracy? What? Oh yeah. Listen. Oh, did I pause? Okay. Listen, let's let it out. Let it out. I thought that I was over something. Apparently not, right? And we can get stuck in that energy. So let's work through it. Let's face it. This is what the shadow work is all about, right? We definitely want to get to higher places. Many of us are tired of the same cycle. Let's do the best. And I know, because even I say this myself, well, I already worked on this, well, I gotta keep working on this, and then you want to give up maybe for a couple of days, don't think about it, and then go back to it with a fresh pair of eyes. A lot of things are still foggy out here. Heck, I'm still even indecisive what type of job I want to stay in. Grateful that I have a job, but I'm still on the fence. I'm like, do I even belong here? Like, we have those type of feelings. Do I still belong in these spaces or not? I added, if you guys are checking the post here on YouTube, I'm getting better. I posted a ritual for us to make a list, right? Make 2 lists during this full moon in Aries. And one of those lists is the list that we are in performance for other people. Like, what are we doing that is not really us, that we're just doing it? Like, prime example, uh, I don't know, go into family functions that you just feel like you're obligated. Like things that is, that's what I said, things that are obligated, and then the list of the things that you really truly desire to do, right? It's a lot of back and forth. You don't have to make a proper decision right now. You know what I mean? Some of those impulsive decisions is the Aries decisions. I know I did an impulsive. Listen, I be wildin'. You know, I'm grateful that I'm in the space that I am, that I'm able to make decisions and only kind of like harm myself in a way, because I don't have that many people. I'm not a caregiver like that anymore, so I'm grateful. But my decisions sometimes be impulsive. So that's how we could be, you know? I'm here with you guys in solidarity. We here together. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Let me get these notes. Don't forget to like the video, share with your familia. All right, so harvest, super moon, harvest. Why? Every time it came to this type of energy, this season of fall, they coined it as the harvest, because this is when you start collecting, right? And start planting and collecting, planting and collecting. So that's happening on the 6th and the 7th. And the reason, again, I share why it's intense, because Aries doesn't want to wait. Aries is tired of waiting. Let's get this over with now. Like I said, loud and very unapologetic. We don't care. And Libra's like, no, we care. You know, let's bring harmony. Let's think about this. Let's think outside the box. Let's think good ideas. Don't be too impulsive. So together, it's bringing this energy of a tug of war. So when you feeling that within yourself, take a seat. Take a fucking seat. All right, take a seat. Call somebody. Again, very important to go for therapy and counseling at this time. Whoop, whoop, your girl got accepted. I got therapy going on. All right, let's get it going. We're not playing around with this. All right. So it is also not a place for you to shrink yourself. It is a place for you to speak up, right? There's a moment of speaking up and being rude and disrespectful where we don't find any solution, and there's another way to speak up. Some of us are not even speaking up at all, and we're holding things in. And at that time, the full moon is gonna make you burst, and then all the things are gonna be coming out, and then you're gonna be tight that you should have been said that shit. All right. And this happens in all aspects of life. I'm talking about work. All right. Maybe some of us are great in other parts of our lives. So you're like, oh, this is not cool, no problem. And guess what? Something is going to trigger us to remind us that this thing is still lingering and is looking for attention, whatever that may be. Maybe it's not the job that you desire. Maybe it's not the friendship. You know, maybe it's you not being alone anymore. Whatever that case may be, is coming at you hard. It's coming at me hard. It's coming at all of us hard. In addition to everything that's happening, the beauty about this is that in astrology there's aspects, right? And aspects is if the moon is connecting, which remember when I tell you guys the square and the trine and the sextile, all those things that we be talking about, the moon and the sun are always opposite of each other when the full moon and the new moon is happening. Okay, so with that being said, that's the only thing that's happening. So there's different, what we would call different, what would my friend Evelise, she would call it pockets of mingling. There's different planets talking to each other around this full moon. So there's not necessarily a lot mainly going on with just the moon. You have, y'all ready? You have Jupiter in Cancer, that I told you guys that is still going to be there all the way up to June of next year. Jupiter in Cancer is having a fight with Chiron in Aries. So this is where you might be feeling that wounded healing energy coming up. That's that ancestral energy, right? Because Cancer rules the 4th house. Jupiter rules that spirituality. So a lot of family concerns might be coming up as well during this time. Chiron, thank goodness, I think it has one more year and we gonna be good. See, the problem not the problems. Excuse my language. That was my ego. Exactly who I was going to be talking about. The situation here is that the ego was inflated prior to 2018. So Chiron came and deflated that. So right now, the ego has a new form of uh, showing up. And this is what we have been working through since 2018. So we're at the last of it. So it's kind of intense. So, yes, that wound that we said we healed, we might have not, right? We got to get back to forgiveness. I'm getting back to forgiveness. I remember sharing about the forgiveness challenge that we was going to do, and it's obvious that we need that. So we're going to get to that. You might be feeling alone during this time, right? And that is going to be because of the triggers. So it's not necessarily looking for outside validation of what's going on with you, unless you have your therapist who's helping you out, right? Other than that, this is really an internal type of energy that's coming up for us. Even if you are in partnership, it's obvious that everybody's going to be going through this. So maybe you can allow each other to separate for a moment so that you can figure out what's going on inside, because everybody has something going on inside. A lot of us don't talk about it. All right. On the other note, collectively, it's going to get crazy. There's a lot of rebellious things that are happening right now. For those of you who are healers, this is the time to use that energy, right? Send it out to the world. It's getting intense out there. It's getting intense. And here's why. During this full moon, Mercury enters Scorpio. All right? Remember, Scorpio wants the truth. Scorpio's not here for you to be given this surface energy. No, Scorpio wants the deep truth. Again, this full moon is going to have that energy happening. Mercury is what? Our communication, the way we think, right? The way we assert ourselves, right? So social media is going to be hot. The chat rooms is going to be hot. Why? Because it's going to be fighting. So walk with me. Remember, I shared with you guys that some of the planets are avatars to the zodiac sign. Scorpio has Mars and Pluto, if you want to look at it from the ancient version or the modern version. Either way, Mars and Pluto tends to influence Scorpio. So Mars is in Scorpio already. Okay. Mercury joins Scorpio and then is having a fight with Pluto, who rules Scorpio. So now reminding ourselves that Scorpio is in Aquarius, so it is going to be a collective thing. So I'm laughing just because it's my coping mechanism. I'm keeping it 1,000, but prayers. Let's get these prayers out there, right? Let's get into these actions. Cleanse yourself. Do protection on yourself. Do protection around you. Let's get back. It's October. It's October. If there's anything else that I say is October, you know what time it is. What they say, the veils are thin. So we got to prep ourselves. I woke up October 1st. I was like, this is September, and October 1st, I said, hold up. Girl, you got to get up. All right, truths are going to be coming out. Manipulation at its best. Manipulation at its best. That's the best way I can say it, especially when it comes to the media. Groups that govern things, companies. I know, watch out for your company. Like, keep an eye out. If you work for a large company, keep an eye out on that. Somebody's not saying the truth. Okay? Make sure that you checking your sources. What are you reading? What are you hearing? Even what I'm saying. Don't just go for what I'm doing. What is happening, Mars, and do that. I need you to do that, right? fact check your stuff, right? Because there's a lot of mystery out there right now. This is why it's important to check with self. Reminding ourselves always that how we show up inside of us is how the world is going to show up outside of us. So if you're feeling chaotic, then that's going to happen as well. Um, so let's do our best to stay centered. Like I said, I'm down with y'all. All right, so check your fears. What are you afraid of? Remembering that fears control how our emotions move, how we move, what our choices are. What are your fears? Check on your fears. Those things are going to be coming up a lot around this time. And truthfully, the entire October is going to be one of those months to stay aware. You don't have to jump on everything. All right. Remember, any opportunity that you think you missed, you really didn't miss. All right. So remember, I said to make sure that you speak up. Do that. Do that with courage. There's some uncomfortable things, and I'm saying it because I have to share some uncomfortable things, right? There are some uncomfortable things that we do not want to share. However, it's still stored inside of us. It's time to speak up. It does matter who you speak it up to, because you want, excuse me. Yeah, some of us want our voice to be heard, right? And other of us just want to let it out. So figure out which one are you. How do you desire to choose an outlet to let your voice be heard? I know many people say that they don't like their voice. Rosie Perez didn't care. She was out there. I'm not trying to say anything else. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you don't know who Rosie Perez is, look it up. Remember, our talent is not for us. Our stories are also ours, but it's also for us to inspire. All right. Are y'all talking to me? I'm sorry if I'm not. I'm just reading the notes. All right. You yelled at your boss. Ooh, girl. It's getting intense in the office. I'm telling you right now. A lot of us are recognizing our talents, and we really in the space of really stepping up. I mean, it's scary, right? It's scary. It's like, oh, I'm no longer gonna need that. It feels unnatural at some point, right? If you've been part of a corporation for a long time, if you've been in a relationship for a long time, right? Or if you haven't been in a relationship for a long time, some things do feel like you're going, like, what can happen with my life? But we will never know a lot of these things if we don't take the step towards what our towards what we desire. And I've done it plenty of times. It is scary. All right. Also, in numerology, the number 14, the Aries full moon is going to be in 14 at 14 degrees. It's about the social media. So again, like, if it's not important, try not to give your energy to that. Like, remember, wherever your attention is wherever your attention goes is where things grow. I don't know. That's somewhere out there. I didn't make that up, by the way. We know that. All right. So the moon comes with independence. It comes with courage, authenticity as usual. And then Mars, again, is sitting there kind of like feeling alone. So that feeling can come up. Focus on that feeling. What does that mean? During Libra season, we are again facing the me and we situation, like I shared before. So it's really important for you to know where you stand in groups of people, know where you stand with yourself. Are you happy? If something doesn't feel right, when is it time for you to say, okay? A lot of times you say, oh, we're going to do it tomorrow. We're going to do it tomorrow. We're going to do it tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes. We are really letting go of, and we're going to say, oh, we're letting go of what no longer serves us. No, we're really letting go of the things that we don't desire anymore. So start applying for that job. Stop lying to yourself. Start applying for that job if you desire. Start saving. start calling in opportunities. We do these affirmations all the time. A lot of you who are on this channel, you do the affirmations, you do the spiritual rituals, you about that life. Stop playing with your life. As soon as I get off of here, I'm going to go do a bath. I did me a 3-day bath. I'm not playing. All right. Here is some things to ask yourself. Am I acting in alignment with the values or just reacting? Do I know how to stand on my own without cutting myself off from real connections? Where is my life? Am I being called to step up and lead, not just for me, but for the bigger picture? And it's always like, well, how am I going to do that? How am I going to, I don't know how to run. I don't know. Allows us to miss a chance of what we could know. So it's very important, again, to watch our words, you know, be around people that help you and, yes, correct you into getting into your best version of yourself by choosing the words that you choose, that you desire. I'm feeling like a lot of you are losing faith, right? And I can understand why it gets exhausting. Again, take a break and come back to the things that you want to do, that you desire to do. What we desire to do does not get exhausting because we keep on doing it, right? For those of us who love to cook, for those of us who love to dance, who enjoy going to the gym, the things that we like to do, we keep on doing it. Find that, because this is what the Aries full moon is coming in to help you find that again. Saturn is in Pisces, all right? And Saturn is doing a perfect aspect with Jupiter where it's saying, hey, congratulations. You've been doing the work. Let me help you out, right? Prime example, I share about me. Yes, I am going through some dark moments, and boom, therapy shows up. Thank you. You feel me? So these moments are going to show up for us. So don't, it can get dark. And you can also, like they said to me yesterday, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, right? There's a light at the end of the tunnel. And even though faith is scarce right now, Saturn is asking us, do you still believe? You know? And that was what said to me. So I'm sharing it with you. Do you still believe in what you are going for? Do you still have the passion? Does it still burn inside of you? And like I shared with the Chiron and Neptune. Neptune is in Aries at 0 degrees. It's really not going to go anywhere until probably November. It's going to go back into Pisces for a little bit. And Neptune is also making sure that it's shining light on illusions. On top of Mercury and Pluto already coming out with a lot of truth, so is Neptune. All right. So stay open. Are these truths going to be hurtful? More than likely, right? Because it's illusions that are brought to light. Watch your emotions. What tools have you used in the past to help you deal with this? You know what I mean? Um, if you have no tools, start creating some tools, because the reality is that your sanity is important. You staying out of jail is important for the highest good of all and harm to none. Like, you know what I mean? We got to really think about how we're going to be reacting to these situations. Because in a split eye of a second, Aries is about war. All right. Big decisions for the collectives, big decisions, like I shared, on relationship, contracts, partnerships. All right, we're facing wounds that we thought we healed, like I shared before. And again, emotional outbursts. You know, I'm just hoping I don't cry on the train, because I don't got time for anybody on 42nd Street to be seeing me cry. Carry some tissue. Carry some tissue. All right. Spiritual clarity comes along after the illusion starts to fade. So again, that thin line between do I still have faith and I don't? Let this full moon come in. Let it shatter what it needs to shatter. Stay open and act accordingly. I've said it in the past. It's very sketchy right now to try to say this is my plan for the next 5 years. It's very sketchy right now. Let's get through this week. Let's get through next week. Let's get, you know, journal prompts. Where am I compromising too much and losing my authenticity? What wounds still trigger me, and how can I see them as a source of strength? Don't worry, I'm doing this with y'all. What truth am I finally ready to speak up, no matter how uncomfortable it is? All right. For those of you who want to speak up, take a red candle for Aries, take a white candle for Libra to bring in that balance, and you're going to write down that truth that you desire to speak up. All right. And as you write it down, say it out loud and burn the paper. Some of us, I always share this specific ritual, right? Burn with caution, have a fireproof plate. Okay. Don't be calling me. I'm just saying. I always share this because even though I could come on here every video and say, hey guys, get counseling. Hey guys, talk to somebody. Many of us still never do it. I know y'all don't. Y'all don't think I'm intuitive. I know y'all don't. So write it down, but get it out. Because again, there's no way that we can continue to be open to receive if we haven't released. All right. And then when you do all of that, say whatever affirmation you desire to say, I'm going to share one with you. It doesn't have to be this one, but write an affirmation that comes from the heart from you so that your higher self and your spirit guides can know that it's you. But I can share, it's not a problem. We can work together. I release fear. I calm my truth. My fire makes me whole. It could be as simple as that. You can have a longer paragraph. It's coming back to self. Coming back to self. I feel like it's been one of those years, as usual, right? That we've been shaking ourselves up, and now we're in the space of like, wait, hold on, who am I again? What version am I? How many times did I quantum leap? We don't even know if you did quantum leap, but how many times? So now you're in the space of like, okay, I'm settling in. What is happening? Who am I now? What has fallen? Some of us haven't even taken a chance to sit down because things have been moving so fast. So this full moon is again going to sit you the fuck down. All right. So for the rising signs, let me see what y'all saying. I love y'all so much. I love y'all. All right, let's do the rising signs. Look, 33 minutes. I'm going to have y'all here in a heartbeat. Again, a moment of commercials. Don't forget that I did the October, November, and December reading for you guys, so you can go and check that out. The article for October is out there. The post that I did on YouTube. Get into it. I have a declaration. I got into this thing where in the past we used to do this in a group where we would declare and decree and things like that. I love writing affirmations for you guys. It's just, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wake up in the morning, I do what I have to do, and then it just starts flowing. So I just be writing these affirmations, and that's how I bring it out to you guys. So I started, well, not me, one of my spirit guys started doing the declarations. I don't know how long it's gonna last because they be funny. But we got a September one and we got a October one. To assert ourselves We can get lost throughout the months. No matter how many times I tell you guys, go read the article. You know, like who's gonna really be paying attention every day, right? That's why it's important to write it down, post it somewhere where it's visual, so that as the time goes along, you can just look up. And I do that with myself. How do you guys think I keep up? Sometimes I get lost my goddamn self. I have to be talking to my friends and I'm all in my feelings. Oh, and then we go look at the astrology. And they'll be like, yo, this is what's happening up there in the skies. All right, so write it down for yourself so that you can pay attention to it. So when you're about to have that argument, you like, or when the moon is about to drop, you're like, okay, I know where it's at. I was talking to one of my friends and she's like, yeah, I'm really exhausted. And I just randomly asked her, like, where is the moon going to be in your house? Because she's on it. And I looked it up because, I was the one being nosy. She was like, you look it up. Fine, no problem. And the moon is in her sixth house, which is her everyday, which her sharing with me that she's exhausted, that she's been tired all week. She's already, because the moon, Aries, is in her sixth house, she's already feeling the energy. So some of us might be feeling it already. Some of us might not feel it as much. But we're going to be feeling something because the moon is going to be really, really close to the planet. So see where all these energies is at for you. Let me get to the rising signs, because yeah. All right. Let's start with Pisces, just because I want to go the opposite way. All right, Pisces, your right. The full moon is gonna be in your second house, so you might be a little stressed about the money, honey. You feel me? So redefine what security means for you. What does find go back to your childhood and figure out what was the money language. All right. And redefine what finances mean to you, what savings means to you. Use different words to help you get closer to your relationship with money, because that's what's being shaken up right now for you. So it's not just that, it's also your values, because we already know the second house is about values, it's about what's yours as well, because the second house has to do with Taurus, which has to do with my things. My things. What are my things? What is my finances? So that's what's happening for you. Figure out how you desire to stabilize your finances. All right. Again, reminding everyone that we're releasing before we're receiving. So get into this, because the Libra new moon is coming up on the 21st. Aquarius. Okay, the mic is still on. Yeah, baby. Aquarius, the third house, communication, siblings, learning. We already know. Also neighbors. All right. Watch out for your fucking neighbors. So the full moon is going to be there. Exercise your voice at work. Exercise your voice with your children. Exercise your voice. Like, speak up. Right. That's what's coming up. And you haven't been. There's going to be some great breakthroughs just by speaking up. We don't have to get rowdy. Does Aquarius get rowdy? If they have to. Aquarius be they could be angry, but they so smooth with it. They will turn red though if they, lighter skin. So this is not about, getting frustrated or anything like that. This is really about seeing where the triggers are at for you, especially when it comes to the third house. All right. Also, writing. Right now, because Pluto is in connection with you guys, it's important for you to figure out how your desire to speak to the public. I'm just saying. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. You guys rule the 11th house. All right. There's many ways to speak to the public. Don't have me talk about how we can speak to the public in different ways. All right. I know people who wrote a book one time and they're not even they're not well known, but they wrote their book that they needed to write because they knew they had to channel that book, and that's it. And people read the book. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but they did what they had to do. I'm just sharing that with you, Aquarius. All right. So watch your tongue. Capricorn, fourth house, home, family, ancestors, foundation. That's what's happening for you. So the tensions can surface in that area in your living situation. Baby, I'm a Capricorn rising. Yes. All right. Family members. My family, all my family died. So I'm good on that. See, certain things is not that effective because ain't nobody here. Many of my family members, my siblings are still here. Many of my family members, that will trigger me. All right. Old wounds are surfacing. What is safety for you? What does safety look like for you? All right. Do you even feel safe where you're at? Do you feel safe inside your body? What's going on? Capricorns. All right. There's going to be some. Give me 1 second. What did I write here? It's oh. All right. It's time to release control and reestablish your roots. That's what I wrote here. So think about what does home mean to you now, depending on what age you are. All right. And if you got your own apartment or whatever, what does home mean to you? All right. Sagittarius, the fifth house, creativity, romance, play, passion. Sagittarius, what you doing out there? All right. So watch your temper. Are you in secret relationships? I don't know. Sounds like something's gonna come out into the open for y'all. So be careful out there, right? Also, when it comes to your projects, did you finish what you said you was gonna finish? Are you having fun with what you're doing? This energy is gonna show you if what you have been doing, you was moving too fast through it, even when it comes to relationship. Did you burn out the wick? Like, what's going on? All right, so that's happening for you. And you need to really find out what lights you up inside, because you continue to do these projects or be in relationships or deal with yourself in a way where things are rushed and you don't want to really have time to think things through. It's gonna really what's this, a tussle your feathers? I'm gonna put it like that. It's gonna tussle your feathers. I mean, you figure it out. All right, Scorpio rising, sixth house. All right, that has to do with your stress, your day-to-day activity, work, your pets. What's going on with your pets? I pray that they are okay. Okay, full moon. Sometimes things happen, so make sure that your pets are okay. Make sure that your body's okay. Don't ignore signs. Whew. Let me tell you, me and a friend of mine was very intuitive. She's a Scorpio rising, and I'm glad that we established something very quickly, and it did have to do with um, something personal for her, but we was on it. So anybody who's a Scorpio rising, please check yourself out. All right, drop any bad habits. What you consider a bad habit. I don't know what you consider a bad habit, but try your best to figure it out and get into the ball that makes you feel healthy, clear-minded. You dig? Less obsessive with your energy towards something that is not pouring into you. Okay? Don't overwork yourself. Continue to ask yourself, how do I desire for my day-to-day to look and feel? Libra rising. All right. This is your seventh house in relationships. Your house. Wow. Partnerships. So there's a lot here when it comes to confronting anything that has to do with relationships, clients, if you own your own business or you deal with any customer service or anything like that. So there's a lot of projection happening here. So be mindful of that. Breathe, take a step back. We will be at work, and it will be on Monday and a Tuesday for some of us. And you know how everybody loves Monday. So who's going, who's sick? All right. So be careful with the blame game. All right. So that way you don't have to patch things up later. Let's, everybody that you connect with, let's recognize where everybody's at. Cut the people pleasing. All right. Bring balance to close relationships, friendships, things like that. What the fuck is going on with my eye? Probably getting a little tired. I got these contacts in. Virgo rising, the eighth house, intimacy, but it's also sex, cash, and drugs. What you up to, Virgo rising? All right. Transformation at its best. The eighth house does rule Scorpio. Remember what I said of what's happening with Scorpio? Mercury's there, and then Mars is there too. So this is quite intense for you. Are you in debt? Don't tell me. Write an affirmation. I don't know. Do a ritual to get yourself out of debt. I don't know. Ask Saint Expedite. My man's right here. Be lit. You heard? I love Saint Expedite. All right. What are your financial matters? Because this eighth house has to do with money with other people. Do you owe people money? That's not. I'm not talking about the Sally Mae. Sally Mae. Everybody owes Sally Mae. But do you owe anybody money? Be careful. Did you go for a long shark? Be careful, all right? Remember I told y'all the full moon is violent as well, so be careful. But there's a lot of deep emotional ties for my Virgo risings that are going to be surfacing up, so watch out for that. Scope out any toxic energy, any attachment that's going on with you or that's going on around you. It's intense for you. Money entanglement, like I told you, any intimacy fears, is that there for you? Have some of my Virgo risings prevented themselves from being in relationships? What's going on there? All right, that's what I got for y'all. Leo rising. Leo rising. This is in your ninth house, so it has to do a lot with your faith, your belief. All right. The ninth house, Jupiter rules the ninth house. Remember what Jupiter is doing out there with Chiron, having a little fight. So, do you still, the people that you were learning from, are they still interesting? Are you questioning the people that you have been following to guide you? Is it time for you to reevaluate what guidance means to you, how you're going to be intaking information from this point on? If some of the people that have been guiding you are no longer showing up, remember that when the student learns, the teacher bounces. It's not necessarily like that, but it's something like that. So some people exit your life that were a bit of a major guide in your life. Let it go, like Frozen. Okay. There's going to be a big revelation again when it comes to that. Some of y'all might be even going back to church or picking up a new religion. Okay. Take me with you. I love going to different what do they call it? Is it dominations? No, I don't know. I said it wrong. Don't get me to lying. All right. What else, Leo? Last thing, don't force yourself to have all the answers either, because that's what the ninth house tends to do as well. Cancer rising. Cancer is the 10th house, career. Cancer rising. What's going on with your career? You don't like your job? So check it out. So you might be feeling pressure in that area of maybe wanting to prove yourself. Reminding ourselves that the 10th house has to do with leadership. It has to do with your public vision. So what's going on at work? What's going on in your confidence, the way you desire to show up? Are you ready to step up? Did they give you that promotion and you're like, no, I don't want that promotion, or I don't know if I could do it, or what's going on? This is what's happening here. It's reminding you, are you going to take that bold step, or are you going to devalue yourself? Again, Cancer rising. All right. This could be a turning point for you in your reputation. However, are you going to take it? Are you going to act authentically? Letting go of the old role and stepping into your new one? I don't know. Tell me. Avoid power struggles, though. All right. So this also doesn't mean I'm going to prove myself. And then all of a sudden they didn't pick you for the job position and now you want to turn tables and stuff. No. Do your thing. Write that resume. Get that job and get paid double what you were getting there. Do something like that. We're reminding ourselves again, using that anger and transforming that. All right. But this is mainly where this is going to be for you. Gemini. Gemini is the 11th house. I think that's cool. All right. Community. Geminis, what community have you been part of that, again, you are desiring to let go of? Is the community right for you? Are you shining where you're at? Are you being inspired? Are you being pushed to your best potential? The 11th house has to do with friendship goals as well. And I also feel like the 11th house has to do with work too. So where are you working at? Is it a friendly environment? Is it a conducive environment for you and your emotional state of being? Because you like to, all right. So really see who's around you. Trust is important for you right now at this time as well. Do you feel like you can trust everyone around you? Do you feel like the groups that you're part of are authentic? What's going on there? There's something about your groups that's really going to shine out during the full moon. Check out any energy that's draining you. All right, Taurus, rising, the full moon is in your 12th house, spirituality. So for you is more of resting, getting to those emotions that you haven't gotten to. All right, the ones that you said you're gonna get to and you don't, and it's been 10 years. Okay, uh, how you show up for yourself is really important. The self care right there, figuring out. I mean, some of you guys are even here with the dreams. Like, are you dreaming? Is your dream telling you something? This is a moment in time for you to kind of like surrender more to your intuitive side rather than to keep things all logic. So it's a, I feel like for you guys it's a reset for your intuition to begin to start trusting yourself again. The ego's gonna take a back seat on this. Oh, excuse me. Not the ego, sorry. Yes, the ego is gonna kind of like be more into letting you, the other part of you, come out and say, you know what, let's take over. So anything that's in the self sabotage category, try to get that out of here. All right, so that you can be able to step into your power. What self sabotaging situation? I don't know. Maybe when the opportunity comes up, you don't feel like you're worth of that opportunity. You let me know. And last but not least, Aries, the first house. It's funny, right? That you rule the first house, and the first house is where the full moon is at, and it's in your sign, and it's coming after. Now, let me stop. Self identity to the max, all right? It's all about you. What can I say? It's raw. It's really ripping you apart, all right? It's restless. I don't even know if you're getting sleep right now. I mean, I went to sleep at 3 and I woke up at 7, so I haven't been getting any sleep either. Nonetheless, you might feel alone during this time. You might be figuring yourself out during this time, and this is what's very important for you. You again, it's really figuring out who am I again, yes, again. Who am I again? Who do I desire to be? And really asking yourself, what am I ready to shake off? What am I ready to shake off? I feel like for the entirety of our lives, we're shaking off something. I don't know why. I guess because we've been here lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. So it's not necessarily about not sharing yourself with other people during this time. It's more about really just being in your space, bringing your energy back. As we all should be doing that, which, by the way, we may all be doing that. For the most part, reminding ourselves that on the bigger scale, this moon is really bringing us to ourselves. As you can see, this weekend, probably some of y'all ain't doing much, especially if you're watching here. All right. So Aries, check that out. What else do I have for y'all? That's what I got for y'all. Let me see. There's more in the articles. Yep, that's what we got. How y'all feeling? I appreciate you guys for being here. It is intense. Somebody asked me if I come back and watch my videos. Of course I come back and watch my videos. Why wouldn't I? I'm a number one fan. Not only that, but it definitely be enough information, and I like listening to myself. I be doing that because how am I gonna show up and be like, yo, y'all need to do this, y'all need to do that. Here's a suggestion, and then what am I doing? Nah, I be there doing the work. I have my receipts, my friends are my receipts. All right. So really tap into that, really tap into yourself. I will say, side note, for those of you who may be getting anxiety, like anxiety is at its highest at this current time, remember to use your essential oils, use your crystals. If you are a healer, bring that energy back. If you've been stagnant on your healing energy, bring that shit back. October is the best month to really anchor the energy of your spirituality. You understand what I'm trying to say? So get to it. All right. If you feel called to, and you have compassion, send love out to the world. Get a globe. You could put a globe on YouTube and then just send some energy out to the world. We all in this together, to be honest with you. For those of you who are going through depression, seasonal depression is here. Go get cute. Go get cute and cry. Go get cute and figure it out. Allow yourself to go through this. Because again, like we shared, who wants to continue to go back to the same cycle? Hey, Jordan, happy belated birthday. Happy belated birthday. And may everything go well for you. Ooh. Oh, man. So please, tend to your garden. Tend to your garden. Tend to your garden. Fuck everybody else for right now. That's the Aries energy. I'm going to tell you right now. I have 5 aspects in Aries. Fuck it all. All right. However, if you're in a relationship, please pay attention. If you have children, pay attention to your children. For real, all jokes aside. They're going through it as well. They are. Community is important. Reach out. Reach out. All right. I love y'all. Let me go do my bath and take my ass to sleep because I got to work tomorrow. It's a fun job. If you on TikTok, go check me out because I'm going to be on there. I'm going to show y'all what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I won't say here because, we don't need no stalkers following me. I love y'all so much. Let me give y'all a hug. Take care. May you guys have an amazing, it's going to be huge. I know. Listen, we your number one fans. He is a artist. We your number one fans. I love y'all so much. Take care and do what the fuck you gotta do.